Hey, how's it going, guys? Time for today's YouTube recap. I'm going to go over the daily plan, which I post on StockTwits as well as here on YouTube through the community tab, and then we'll get into today's actual order flow. So let's see where I started today. Creating a daily plan, step one, checking out the overnight TPO as I do every morning, right? I see what the overnight session did. If you're unfamiliar with these types of charts, these is of course a TPO chart. These are market profiles. I know it could look super intimidating, right? If you're foreign to this, or if this is foreign to you rather, a whole bunch of letters and whatnot. But they're super simple to learn. And when you do learn how to read them, you simply just glance at it and you get the information that you need. Now I've listed here some of the things that you could take, but essentially. What you're taking from the TPO charts is market sentiment, current market structure, things like that. From there, I go step two is checking out my 4-hour footprint chart. If you're unfamiliar with footprint charts, pinned to the home of this YouTube channel, I have a quick video how I have my specific charts configured. Now, footprint charts are very customizable, so again, this is how I have them configured. Every morning on the Discord server, I'll send an annotated picture of the order flow, what I am reading, as well as a TPO, but not only the 4-hour chart, I have the daily as well that I'll post. Now, if you want to see any of these pictures annotated, maybe you're a profitable trader already and just want confirmation or want to see what another trader is seeing through the order flow, and don't necessarily want to be in another room, that is an option if you just check the site. I'll leave a link in the description. So here's today's daily plan. Pretty simple and worked out pretty well. So before getting into the actual order flow, we'll check it out. But this sell zone did provide the high a day. Just wanted to mention for traders, one of the ways we can manage risk or risk exposure in the markets is by using someone else's capital rather than our own. And that's where prop firms come in. I have a code that I'll leave here, as you can see here, but I'll leave a link in the description as well for 80% off any evaluations and your lifetime subscriptions with this prop firm, Apex. People were asking me in the room, ways to minimize your risk exposure. And now I used to trade for a prop firm when I traded equities, but since I moved into futures, I didn't find it necessary. But a few people are asking me, as I said, so I tried this one out, made sure, passed the evaluation, was able to withdraw money, no problem. And yeah, Apex seemed to be perfect. First $25,000 that you make is 100% yours, and then after that, it's a 90-10 split. So let's look at today's order flow. Of course, here's a 4-hour chart. Just looking at the 4-hour, I mean, obviously yesterday I had this huge rip up, and what do we see here? The beginning of an offer. So what am I looking for into open? And it started to happen right before open. I want a stop run, right? So you see sellers camped in here. You could see all these selling balances. Boom, stop them out, exhaustion towards the highs. I took one little trade pre-market, and then I took my points and then was waiting for open, where sure enough at 10 a.m. we had some news that ran everyone out, and then we had this ferocious drop, 40 plus points. So let's take a look at the 30-minute. See it a little bit cleaner. Now I don't just use the 4-hour, daily, and 30-minute. I do use 5-minute and even clean candlesticks. I like a clean candlestick, 30-minute, even a 1-minute. And so just reading the order flow, we could see exhaustion at the highs, right? We see this zero. What is a zero? We've spoken about it quite a bit here on the YouTube channel, but this is called a zero print. This is complete exhaustion. No one else is willing to transact up here. We will go down to where we know participants want to transact. And now you see dip buyers now into this moving average cloud, as well as trapped volume. That's a terrible line. Alright, let's just try Sierras. We see trapped volume providing a ceiling, right? These participants that are trapped above here are thanking the heavens that they could get out close to or at their break even, and this is what gives us a ceiling to now we trade back down and we see if this offer is still active, which we see early signs of it. Want to see where this 30-minute closes, whether we're above this volume trapping these participants and providing a floor, or if right before the candle closes we close at the lows, trap these participants the other way. and then continue down. So just simple tricks that we could use on the order flow. These are just very simple reading techniques, but I actually show how to execute and how I personally execute using the order flow every day in the room. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link to my website, as I said, on the or in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next YouTube recap.